All right, hello, we are live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Pastrami Nation Podcast, the season finale of the Pastrami Nation Podcast.
Sounds weird to be saying that.
It is. It does sound weird because it's something we're trying out, seeing how it works, and then we're going to take a little bit of a break and come back in a couple months, refreshed and good to go. Probably, over the summer we're going to have a lot of stuff to talk about. I'm sure there's a lot of movies coming out, a lot of releases. Whether it's toys, TV shows, video games, a lot of stuff going to happen over the next couple months. So we'll be back with a vengeance when we do come back. We don't have an exact date when we'll be back yet, but we will be sure to let you know. To find out all of that information and more, just, Pastrami Nation, check out all the socials. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, all that fun stuff. Make sure to like and subscribe so you can keep up to date with all this changes that are going on here, and also the latest movie news, TV show, reviews, interviews as well that we do quite a bit on there. So it is a break for the podcast itself, but it's not a break for the website. The website's still going to keep going. Still going to be some really, really cool interviews, some really cool articles, some really cool reviews, all kinds of stuff still happening on pastramination.com and on social media. So definitely go check that out. But anyways, I'm Kevin. Joining me today is co-founder of Pastrami Nation, Mr. Jason Smith. What's going on, sir?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good. We're excited to have all of us here for the season finale. And of course, Elijah, what's up, man?
It's going good. I've been playing a lot of games that I really like.
Have you?
Yeah.
Very cool. So on today's show, guys, we're going to be talking about some of our favorite things from 2024 so far. The year's a little bit over halfway over now. We just thought we'd do a recap on the year. Talk about things that we really enjoyed this year. We each kind of put together a list of 4 or 5 things that were very, very, that we were, that just really struck our interest this year. So far, some of our favorite things of the year. So we're really, really excited to get into that. But before we get started, Jason, I have to ask you, did you watch the new Hellboy trailer for The Crooked Man?
No, I need to. Everybody's been telling me. I was like, oh, I absolutely need.
You don't need to.
No.
No.
Good, huh?
No, it looks like a fan film. Like it looks.
I'm in for a treat.
I don't know why we're doing it again. I don't get it. I don't know why we're rebooting it again. We just had the David Harbour reboot 2 years ago or something like that. But I'm curious to hear your thoughts when you do watch it. Because
this ought to be good.
What's that?
This ought to be good.
I don't know.
See, the David Harbour one, I like that one. Like
I haven't watched it yet.
It's great, but it doesn't touch the original, the Ron Perlman one, but still a good film. Like a lot gorier than the Ron Perlman one, but yeah. But this
which is understandable.
Now I got to watch this trailer you're telling me about.
Man, it looks. I don't know. I like that. So one thing I do like about it is that it's kind of like there's no like life-changing stakes in this one, right? Like it is a very it almost feels like a monster of the week type story, right? So it's not there's not a lot of which is good, I think, but it's also very much like it doesn't really have a whole lot of mythology or anything. They're not focused on like the end of the world or anything. It's just one story. Takes place in the Appalachians in 1950, which the setting is cool. The story sounds cool in theory. It sounds like a really cool idea.
Interesting.
Like it really leans into the horror vibe, which I love. But the movie itself just doesn't look great. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. Mingala is actually directly involved in this one, which I thought he was in the David Harbour version too, but I could be wrong. But this one touts that this one is written by Mike Mingala. So we'll see how it goes. So check that out if you guys haven't yet. Hellboy, The Crooked Man, it's called. The trailer is out. We don't have an exact release date, but they did say this fall. Anthony Blanco, what's up, man? Thank you for joining us. Really, really excited to have you here. Good to see you. I feel like we haven't seen you here in a while.
I still have a prize for you, Blanco. I think you won some Legos back then.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, so you better get those. So, this is our mid-year wrap-up, mid-year kind of looking back at some of the things that got us excited this year. But first, I kind of want to talk about some of the really, really cool things that we've done on this podcast over the past 6 months, and actually just Pastrami Nation in general. So we've had a lot of really cool interviews this year so far. We've had Louis Joyce, who's a comic book writer, wrote Godzilla, Skate or Die, and a comic Hap Haven, which I really loved. He was a lot of fun. Michael Barrett, who directed director-actor. He was in Red Sands TV television show. He was on to talk about, directing and the show and stuff like that. That was a lot of fun. We had we had Michael Quick from Food Journal.
I like that one.
Yeah, he was a lot of fun to talk to. That one went on for pretty long. That was a really fun conversation. We talked about food all night.
Yeah, made me hungry.
Fun. Yeah, very hungry. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he was really cool. He was amazing. So go check some of these out, guys. We had Esteban Cefuentes, which me and Eli were able to interview. He's Fist Action Figures. He's the first, the Colombian. They're the first Colombian made and distributed action figure line, which was a really, really fun interview. David K. Montoya, who's one of our friends here at the show, he came on to talk about American Smash, a comic book he has written.
Really cool guy.
Yeah, really cool guy. Yeah, that was a fun interview. We had Miss Marauder. That was a really, really fun conversation. She's a cosplayer. She talked a lot about cosplay, and her and Christian nerded out about cosplaying and stuff.
That was awesome.
It was a lot of fun. Yeah, she was really, really cool. Josue Cardona, the founder of Geek Therapy, was on to talk about mental health. Geek therapy and how we can use pop culture to help with a lot of mental health issues, which was really, really fun. Besides that, on the actual podcast, Nolan, co-founder of Pastrami Nation, did an interview with Mark London, the CEO of Mad Cave Studios, to talk about the anniversary there. That was a really, really fun interview to watch. Nolan asked some great questions, and Mark was really, really fun to have on. And we also had a friend, Frank Martin, who's also a comic book writer. He was on the show talking about some Kickstarters and some comics he had lined up in the pipeline. So that was a lot of fun as well. If you guys want to check out any of those, you can always go to pastramination.com. You can check out any of those interviews. You can also check it out on Facebook. We post all those online. There's also an audio version of it that you can hear all those interviews in audio.
Really cool people too.
Yeah. Amazing.
Last week, Drew just his Transformer collection blew me away.
Oh yeah, Drew was amazing. Yeah, Drew was a very special guest last week. He
Another
was
cool guy.
Transformers, yeah.
Hey, I'll tell you what, Louis Joyce inspired me to get back into rollerblading.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I dug out my old rollerblades from.
Nice.
I hadn't rode them since '95, and they fit a little snug, but they still fit. But yeah, I probably shouldn't rollerblade without holding the broomstick for a while.
No, I hear you.
But I'll get there. But it just him talking about that kind of sparked that interest again.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, Louis was a lot of fun, and he was a really, really cool guy. I hope to have him on again at some point when he talks about more of his writing and stuff, because that was really, really cool.
I agree.
Yeah. So go check some of those out. And also, while we're going along with our conversation, let us know what some of your guys' favorite things from 2024 so far have been. The things you've watched, the things you've, toys, comic books, video games, TV shows, whatever, movies, whatever it is.
Games in general.
Please feel free to let us know. So we're going to go around here. So we're going to start with Jason. Jason's going to tell us his 5 favorite things from this year so far. And remember, this covers everything from it could cover anything from movies to TV shows to action figures to comics, whatever the case may be. So Jason, take it away.
Oh boy. Well, in no particular order.
Right. Of course.
First one, God, I feel like such a fat ass, but it's food, for one, I tried Yoshinoya for the very first time ever in February. Never had it my whole life, and oh my God, I've been missing out. The udon noodles and the salmon and the stuff. But then also we saw for the first time in 24 years, McDonald's brought back the bagel sandwiches, the steak, egg, and cheese bagel in particular. I was working at McDonald's last time those were around, and that was the year 2000. And I was always thinking, those are so good. And then they came back finally after 24 years. I was there day of, and then they didn't even have signs up. I'm like, do you think they have them? Do you think they have them? My brother's like, calm down. I'm like, this is a big thing for me, just that, and I discovered West Coast cheesesteaks after watching them on the news. Oh my God, West Coast cheesesteaks in Glendora. Oh my God, that's the best Philly cheesesteak you're ever gonna have.
Nice.
And that's enough about my lunchtime, but just I'm a big foodie right there, and like, oh my God, it was a special moment this year.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Nextly, I would have to say, just the different action. I kind of put them all together. Action figures, like I don't want to say this one in particular or this one.
Mm-hmm.
Just my action figures that I've been getting. Like this is. I normally don't buy the Super 7 stuff, but the Super 7 Donatello, everybody's like, you got to get that figure. You got to get it.
Yeah.
And, oh my God, that's one of the best Ninja Turtle figures. Like, I remember this one when I was a kid. It was like a gimmicky, like turtles and outfits. And I'm like, and then Super 7's been making their figures based off of the toys. So you're getting all those gimmick, like Samurai Leo.
Right. I remember those.
Yeah. So, but everybody's like, don't welch on the Donatello. That's the best figure in the line. And they're right,
Mm-hmm.
Two more action figures I want to touch. Marvel Legends, known for including a Build-A-Figure piece, and their, collect and connect. You build a Thanos or whatever. Well, I think they hit the grand slam. They finally did like the best Build-A-Figure ever, which is Zabu from the Savage Land.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, if you remember Kazar, the long blonde haired Tarzan one.
Oh, yeah.
Kazar and Shauna the She-Devil, and this is their pet. Well, you get a Build-A-Figure, it's a big saber-toothed tiger. You're going to get guys like me flocking to Target or wherever just to collect them, And finally, last action figure of the year that it kind of ties into an interview we have coming up, because we met these guys back at LA Comic-Con, Savage Crucible.
Mm-hmm.
They create these fantasy dwarf and lizard men kind of figures. And their figures finally got to us this year, and this is just let me get the close.
That guy's really cool. I love them.
Like they're lizard. All of them are different lizard soldiers, and they're super articulated. And this one, I believe, is called the Royal Guard. He's done kind of like a Gila monster kind of paint. Has the tail, and there's different like classes and stuff. But this was the first one that came to me from them.
Cool.
We're going to be talking to them in a couple of weeks because it started with the lizard men, and now they're doing dwarfs. They're doing, I think, barbarians are next. Some of them based off of the whole Frank Frazetta, if you remember that type of barbarian.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, yes, awesomeness.
Yeah.
Thirdly, so that was food, action figures. Thirdly, I've just a resurgence of me binge watching shows and discovering new shows. I don't know how new the show is, but it was new to me this year, and I binge watched it in like 3 days. It's on Max. It's a show called Vice Principals.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen it?
Walter Goggins and Denny McBride. Yeah.
Yes.
We watched the first two. There's how many seasons? 3 or
there's
2?
Only 2 seasons.
Okay, yeah, we watched the 2. The back when they first were on HBO.
Yeah, like it was all new to me, and oh my God, like
that show's funny.
Yes, that is like Ted level funny.
Yeah,
like, those two work so well together. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah,
I don't want to spoil anything because my brother's like, shut up, don't tell me, because I told him about how the first season finale ended.
Yeah.
I did not expect that. So just that and being able to binge watch shows, like I've given myself time to just me time. I allot myself like 3 hours a day to just catch up on my shows or watch a movie that I haven't watched, or and I didn't do that a lot. I was missing out. I'm still missing the Acolyte because I haven't started it yet, but everybody's all, did you see what happened on that? No, because I haven't started it yet. Now I'm going to binge watch it probably this weekend. Just, I don't know, just something about the freedom of just sitting there and watching shows catching up. And that was number 4, right? No, that was number
3.
That was my third one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I want to save my last one for the best because it was good. Shit. Mind blank. Comic Cons. Yeah, I went to a few of those and made me realize that I don't need to go out to all of them,
Mm-hmm.
Like I used to go to like every con that was thrown at us and it was cool and everything, but it just, upon going to like Comic-Con Revolution, and what's the other one? WonderCon didn't even do it for me this year. It was just, I think it's the people who set it up. It kind of made me think that if I only did like 2 cons or even 3 cons a year, I'd be okay. Whereas opposed to me and Nolan usually net like 7 of these things in the year. And I'd rather go to a quality con, a Comic-Con, an Emerald City, Rose City, from what I hear, which my brother is going to. He's bragging about it to me. It's in September, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he's like, guess where I'm going? I'm like, damn you. But and he deserves it. He well deserved,
Yeah.
And you guys can hang out and everything too.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm so jealous. But I told you about my little Comic-Con debacle, right?
Yes.
Well, there may be a sliver of hope that we may be getting there on like the weekend, but it's not a for sure thing, but fingers crossed, that was number 4. And then the number 1 thing for me this year, it's got to be X-Men 97. Like, oh my God. Like that just took me back to 1992.
Yeah.
I would get frustrated because we only get half-hour episodes every week. I'm like, come on, guys. Like,
well, that's the normal duration of those episodes.
Well, the first week they gave us 2, and I thought, oh, okay, they're going to give us 2 every week. And then all of a sudden it was 1 a week. And I'm like, damn, these things end quicker than they start.
Yeah, no, they do. Absolutely.
But that just, X-Men 97 was the big one for me so far.
Yeah.
Just the nostalgia of it and how well it was done,
Absolutely. Yeah, no, definitely. That's actually on my list too. But I'll save that for when I talk about it. Very cool. Yeah, sounds like you had a good 2024 so far. That's awesome.
Can't complain.
Yeah, exactly. So, Elijah, let's move on to you. What were some of your favorite things from this year so far?
So, I was able to get the Helldivers game, and I've been playing the shit out of it and been loving every second of it.
What did they call it? Save Democracy, or what was it?
Democracy.
For democracy, which we need to do a lot of right now, but I'm not going to talk about that because it's not political.
That's its own podcast.
That's its own podcast. But let's continue with your top 5.
So a game that I dropped last night that I've been playing a lot of today, The First Descendants. It's really fun, and I've been loving every second of playing it.
Very cool. What is it exactly?
It's I don't know how many per team, but it's like a co-op looter shooter.
Gotcha.
And it's a lot like Warframe, where you craft different people pretty much, and you get different skill sets, different abilities for every different person that you have.
Mm-hmm.
And then the finals, which is one that came out last year during the Game Awards, that I absolutely love. Everything's destructible. Everything is chaos, especially in late game.
Didn't they announce that game and then it was just came out right after?
They had the beta going on before.
Oh, okay, that's right.
But then it sneak launch during the Game Awards.
Okay, yeah, I remember that. Okay, yeah, that's what I remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then 2 shows that aren't new per se, but I was able to watch them this year. Blue Lock, which I'm still watching, but I'm loving every second of. Which the movie's also coming out this week, or last week, I should say.
Yeah, we're gonna go watch that on
Thursday.
Thursday. Yeah.
And then Hell's Paradise, which I read the first couple issues of the manga, loved that, and I loved all 13 episodes of the anime that are out.
Nice, very cool. Yeah, no, those are a lot of fun. So I'll go ahead. I'm going to start with X-Men 97 just because you already brought it up, Jason. This is one of my favorite things this year. Like you said, it brought the nostalgia back. Really, really made me feel like it was the 90s again. We even have the Batman Cape Crusader show coming out back soon. Yes. I think that's coming out this year sometime. It's going to be on Amazon Prime. It's kind
Jensen going to be voiced?
No, I don't think so. You can check.
Yeah.
That's what you have Google for. That's what you have Google for, yeah. But it's supposed to be like a continuation of Batman the Animated Series, kind of in the same style, same kind of stuff going on. Bruce Timm is back, and it's so yeah, I'm pretty stoked for that. So, but yeah, X-Men 97 just really, it really brought me back into the MCU, even though it's not MCU. I know that, but it really gave me more. Put my faith back in Marvel and Kevin Feige and the MCU, and I'm hoping Deadpool and Wolverine does it this year.
Oh my god, I can't wait!
Yeah, so we'll talk about that though in our most kind of anticipated of the summer. My other thing, so this isn't really. This guy's just cool. He's not necessarily on my list, but this is probably one of the funnest Lego builds I've ever done. One of the quickest as well, but totally, completely, utterly worth it.
Nice.
This guy is freaking adorable. One of the coolest Lego builds ever, I think. Just a really, really fun build that's got some really, really cool elements to it. I really, really enjoyed it. It comes with a little ice cream cone,
the Hawaiian shirt,
fun Hawaiian shirt with the stickers on it. Yeah, this guy is just really, really fun. And I'm telling you, listen, I could have built this thing in probably 2 hours, like easy. It's not a hard build. I actually let it, pushed it out for about 2 to 3 days because it's one of the only Lego sets I have right now. Yeah, I got it for Father's Day, and I absolutely adore it. Really, really fun build. Really, really fun time. What's that?
Hamish Linklater.
Hamish Linklater. That I don't know who he is, but
neither do I.
My third on the list is Comic-Cons, or no, fourth, sorry, because this guy didn't really count. I just want to show him off a little bit. Fourth on the list is Comic-Cons, like you had mentioned, Jason. Chicago, C2E2. Got to go to Chicago and hang out for the weekend.
Awesome.
And yeah, check out C2E2. You talk about food, lots of food there. Chicago dogs, deep dish pizza. It was an incredible experience. Absolutely adored being in Chicago. It is pretty much the only thing I did well in Chicago was go to the con. But we did get to check out a little bit of the nightlife and stuff like that after the con was over. Quick weekend. Had a blast though. Chicago was amazing, and absolutely 100% would go back to C2E2. And of course, Emerald City Comic Con, one of the best Comic Cons.
Oh, for sure.
We go to. Just always a blast, always a lot of fun, just always some.
And especially in
cool
that new building that they have.
Yeah, that new building's really, really cool. I don't particularly like that they have them in two separate buildings, where you have to walk down the street. It's still cool though. But yeah.
At least they're close.
Yeah.
And they're not connected?
No.
They're not like how LA has, like, you walk down that long hallway.
No, this one, it's like down this, like 2 blocks away, maybe.
Yeah.
The
other building used to have it like that, where it's
connected.
Yeah, by a sky bridge.
Yeah. But this one, not anymore. But still not bad. Still pretty cool. Still a really, really fun con, and absolutely cannot wait to go back next year. Seattle is just one of my favorite cities on the planet. So is, Portland, Rose City Comic Con has a vibe all of its own, and I'm so excited. It's in September. So we'll definitely be there as well this year. Really, really cannot wait for that. So yeah, just some really, really cool con experiences so far this year. This one, this is going to break it down a little bit more specific. So one of my favorite games to release this year was Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, which is a reboot of the Prince of Persia franchise, which I absolutely love. Went back to the has a really cool cell what is
cell shaded
animation style 2D platforming. Really, really fun, really, really cool. I'm still stuck on the last boss. The last boss is a pain in the but just one of the funnest gaming experiences I've had.
Do you want to get Elden Ring?
No.
Give that a shot?
No. It's one of the funnest gaming experiences I've had in a while. I got it for the Switch, and it plays beautifully on the Switch. It's a beautiful port. Plays amazing, functions. It's there's no lag or anything like that. It just looks gorgeous. Absolutely just a wonderful game, wonderful story. I got hooked and hooked into it right away, and I absolutely recommend that game 100%. We've seen quite a few movies this year. We saw Bad Boys Ride or Die, which I really, really loved. But there's a couple movies that really, really have stood out this year. So Late Night with the Devil.
Creepy.
I love Late Night with the Devil. Late Night with the Devil is probably my favorite horror movie this year. It's such a cool vibe, such an interesting concept and premise. David Dashmelian, I believe that's his name. We talked about it the other day. Just wonderful performance. Such a great movie. It really, really felt like you were watching a late night talk show from the 70s. Just so much fun. Had a blast with it. The whole theater we were with had a blast with it. Everyone had a good time. Saw it with the kids. They absolutely enjoyed it. It's cheesy, but like on purpose. But even though it was cheesy and felt cheesy at times, it still was super effective. Even the cheesy stuff worked. It felt like you're in the. Did you watch it?
Yep.
Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah.
Oh my God.
It was cool.
It was a trip.
It was a trip, and I didn't know you had watched it. That's cool. I'm glad you watched it. Yeah, I really, really loved it. I thought it was great. I thought the ending kind of left it open for interpretation, which I thought was really cool.
Very much so.
Yeah, and like you don't know what's happening, but I still, and that's what I love about it. It's one of those. It's a giant mind, of a movie. Absolutely loved it. Probably one of the best theater going experiences we've had so far this year. Really had a blast with that, and Inside Out 2.
Another great theater experience.
I need to see that. I need to see that.
Oh my gosh, that movie tore me up. That movie, I wrote a kind of a review on Pastrami Nation, but it's more of kind of a personal experience journey that I had during the movie. Just from the mental health aspect and everything like that, with the new character of anxiety and how they nailed the character, and it's the first time I've ever seen anxiety portrayed on screen in such an accurate and beautiful way. And it really actually made me think about my life and what I've done, what my anxiety has done to me and my personal life, and just, what I put priorities on and things like that. It really, really moved me in a way that I was not expecting it to at all. So that movie, just absolutely beautiful, and the animation stunning. Of course, the voice cast is amazing. Maya Hawke as anxiety is great. Sorry, I got something in my throat.
Yeah, I've seen Arturo's joined us. What's up, Arturo?
Yeah, Arturo, how's it going? But yeah, Inside Out 2, definitely check it out. Absolutely, absolutely. Had a blast with Inside Out 2. So definitely go check that out if you guys haven't yet. So those are my 5 favorite things so far this year. I don't know something's here. I don't know what it is.
Would you like me to get it out?
No, I think we're gonna do some surgery there.
Fatality.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Wolby will do some surgery real fast.
Right. Anyways,
nice.
That's our 5 favorite. Yeah, that's our favorite things from 2024 so far. Let us know in the comments. Let us know what you guys like this year. What some of your favorite movies, TV shows, action figures, comic books, and books were.
I forgot to mention one.
Yeah.
It's just dawned on me. Mind blank. House of the Dragon came back.
Oh yeah.
It's like 3 episodes deep, and that first episode, damn. Like, they do not hold back on because the episode's called A Son for a Son.
Oh, okay.
And, it's how it sounds, because I don't know if anybody out there, like, they should have seen last year's season finale when the queen, the one, or the blonde girl, her son is coming on his little dragon, and that big dragon just comes up from out of nowhere and eats him and his dragon. And so, of course, they want the revenge. So, Son for a Son, I was like, oh my God. Like, I didn't think they'd go there, but they did.
That's crazy. That's cool. Yeah, check out House of the Dragon. I haven't watched it yet, but hopefully.
Oh, it's check out the whole Game of Thrones thing if you haven't.
Yeah.
But you can watch this and be okay not having seen that, because this takes place like 300 years before Game of Thrones.
Nice. Very cool. That's awesome. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. Actually, I wanted to mention something too. I'm reading this book that I can't stop thinking about or can't stop talking about, and Elijah knows this because I'm giving him all the facts.
You're giving everybody in this household all the facts.
I'm reading this book called The Indifferent Stars Above, which is about the Donner Party and the exact situation that happened to them. Really goes into detail about the story, and this story, it reads like a horror novel, like 100%. It's a horror story through and through. If any of y'all, I'm sure most of y'all are familiar with the Donner Party, what they went through, what happened in the Sierra Nevadas. This book is harrowing. It's heartbreaking. It's scary. It's got every single element of like a modern day thriller, but except it's nonfiction. Like, this stuff really happened. And it was just, I'm not finished with it yet. I got like couple of chapters left, but I'm at the point to where they've been rescued finally after their ordeal, but after they've already eaten people. It was that. Yeah,
like, remember Alive?
Yeah. No, this. Yeah, and this is it's a harrowing book, very well written, very, very. It's a fun. Not a fun read, but it's an easy read. Like I said, it reads like a fiction thriller. Like, it works like a work of fiction, but it's
hard to put it down. Basically,
very hard. I haven't been able to put it down. Like, I've been awesome. Staying up late at night because I'm just like, I got to get everything. It's so good. It's so good. Definitely check out Indifferent Stars Above. Highly, highly, highly recommend it. It came out a few years ago. It's not 2024, but that's what I've been reading this year.
That's when you know you found a good book, because when you're able to finish, like, I remember high school, you know how they'd always assign a novel to read?
Yeah.
And certain ones, like, I finished Of Mice and Men like that night, you know? Like,
I love Of Mice and Men.
Yeah, I was hooked. I wanted to find out what happened. And like,
did you read that?
We weren't supposed to finish it for like 2 weeks. So I'm already done.
Yeah, Of Mice and Men was fantastic. But yeah, let us know what you guys have loved this year, and we'd love to chat with you all about it. So let's talk about the summer coming up. There are some pretty big movie releases this coming up. Do you know of any video game or anything that's supposed to be coming out within the next couple months?
I can't remember any video games, but My Hero, the second half of their new season, is going to be coming out starting up in a couple days.
Okay. Where can people find that?
Hulu, Crunchyroll, Funimation, if that's somehow still running.
Yeah. Cool. Jason, what are you excited for this summer?
Well, I think there is a video. I think I saw something about Dead Rising.
Okay, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I think that might be. I don't know when that's coming out.
I don't know if that's fall or summer or not, but I played the hell out of those games. To me, that's the definitive zombie game.
Yeah.
It's the better version of Resident Evil, because you're able to free roam and pick up basically anything as a weapon. You're stuck in a mall.
What did you just say to me?
What did you just say? Fighting words.
I'm joking. No. Actually, I
love Resident Evil as well.
Yeah, no. I was just joking. I never played the first Dead. I don't know if I did. I might have.
With Frank, the photographer?
Oh, yes. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, Frank West. Yes.
Yep.
Okay. I remember I saw a trailer for that yesterday or so, because Capcom had their big presentation, because they also announced a new Resident Evil as well, that it's going to be in the works.
A good day for zombie games.
Yeah. That's cool.
Those were always the funnest.
Yeah, I do remember the Dead Rising. Yeah, that was fun. I got it. Yeah, Dead Rising was fun. Absolutely.
Star Wars Bounty Hunter is being remade and released in August.
Oh, nice. Very cool. So I'm excited for. So we're finishing up The Bear. We're in episode 7 right now.
I haven't started season 3. I haven't. I need to, but
I have some. Yeah, it's not bad. Like, I'm enjoying it, but like, it's nothing compared to the first 2 seasons.
No.
The first 2 seasons knocked it out of the water. This one, it's good. I'm not sure that it's going. I'm not sure how it's going to stick the landing. I don't really know if it's going to. Obviously, we still have 4 more episodes left.
Mm-hmm.
No, 3 more episodes, because we watched episode 7. 3 more episodes left. Who knows? So far, it's really, really hit or miss. It's really a mixed bag. I wanted to really love it. Obviously, been anticipating it for a long time, since the end of season 2. But it's good. It's fine. I check it out. Let me know what you think. Yeah.
Arturo brought up the last season of Cobra Kai.
Yeah. Yes. I need to catch up. We need to catch up on Cobra Kai.
Oh my God.
You watched the first 3 seasons?
I think so.
Yeah.
My God, it just takes off from there. Like, wow.
No, I need to check that out. Of course, movies. We got a bunch of movies. We got Deadpool and Wolverine, which I'm
that's the big one.
Yeah, safe to say that everyone on here is pretty excited for. Eli, you didn't mention Madam Web as your favorite movie of the year.
Hell no. Stop bringing that shit. Stop, please. Forget about it.
Listen, y'all, I'm excited for Twisters. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't hide it. I don't hide my joy and excitement for the upcoming Twisters, starring Glenn Powell, directed by Lee Isaac Chung, who also directed this movie called Minari, which I really, really, really absolutely loved. They came out a couple years ago. He's got the eye for the heartland and the eye for the kind of story that he's telling in Twisters. So I'm really, really excited to see what this movie is going to be all about. Of course, no Bill Paxton, no Helen Hunt, no Philip Seymour Hoffman.
That's sad. Of course, Philip's.
Yeah,
I forgot he's dead.
Who else was in that? Was that Carrie? Was Carrie Elways in that movie too? I can't remember.
That's been all. That was what, 97 or something?
Yeah. Oh, before that, 94, 95.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Twisters was great. Twister was great. So I'm hoping Twisters is just as great. Otherwise, I can't think of very much coming out this summer. We have Despicable Me 4, which is coming out this weekend. If y'all are excited for that, cool. Happy for you. What else do we got coming out?
What about that? What about the bike riders?
Was that?
That one, the bike riders? One person told me, you got to see that. It's so good. But that person usually recommends that I see stuff that ends up being crap.
Yeah, I've heard. I haven't seen it personally.
Sons of Anarchy? Is that what you guys should?
No, the Bike Riders. No, Sons of Anarchy was great. No, there's a movie called The Bike Riders with
Austin Butler and Tom Hardy. Yeah, I've heard mixed things. People I really trust have seen it, and they
were wrong. Huh?
What's that?
They were wrong.
No, they've said it was bad. So.
Oh, see, the person you got to see it. And that person usually directs me to crappy movies because
right.
That's why I'm kind of afraid to go see it.
No, yeah, I'll probably see it eventually. I don't think I'm going to go to theaters to see it, unfortunately.
That's what I'm thinking. Streaming's where it's at.
Yeah, one movie I do want to see. I actually do want to see Horizon, an American Saga. I just haven't got around to seeing that yet. The Kevin Costner Western.
The Western one.
Yeah, I think it looks cool, but again, I've heard mixed things about that. But it looks like a movie that needs to be seen on the big screen, just with some of the scale of it all and everything. Just looks absolutely gorgeous. Just haven't been able to get out to watch it yet. Tomorrow. Actually, one of the movies I am very, very excited for this summer comes out to Netflix. It sucks it's coming out to Netflix. I need it to come to theaters. And that is Beverly Hills Cop, Axel F.
Yes, that's right. July 3rd.
Yes, that comes out tomorrow. I'm very, very excited for it. I hope it's good. I've obviously, like you, Jason, I'm sure we grew up with Beverly Hills Cop. We grew up with Eddie Murphy. And I'm excited to see what this one holds. I hope it's good. It's a bummer that it's
not getting a theatrical release, just in a different form.
You did that's what we were talking about the other day. He grew up with Eddie Murphy as Donkey and Mushu and all of his kids movies, right? Like the Haunted Mansion.
We refuse to acknowledge that.
Yeah, Daddy Daycare.
Oh God!
I love the Nutty Professor. I don't think you've ever watched the Nutty Professor.
The Clumps, yes. Oh my God. Yeah.
It was great. Even the first Dr. Dolittle I really liked with him in it.
What was it? Meteor Man? I thought that was good.
Yeah.
That was a good flick.
Yeah. But yeah, so Axel F comes out.
That wasn't Eddie Murphy. I'm sorry. That was Robert Townsend. My bad.
Robert Townsend. I was just realizing this yesterday. He's in The Bear. He's in season 2 also.
Yes, he is.
He is Sydney's dad. Robert Townsend has been around forever. He directed the Eddie Murphy stand-up special, Raw, one of Eddie Murphy's first stand-up specials. That dude's been around forever. I was kind of looking up his filmography again yesterday, and I was like, dang, Robert Townsend has been in, and we've seen all the stuff he's in, and I've always loved him. I just never really paid attention. You know what I mean? It just really clicked. I was like, oh man, this guy, just watching him on The Bear alone, he's got this charm and charisma. He's great as Sydney's dad. They got this really, really cool relationship. Even in season 3, he's fantastic.
It's funny to see actors that from, you're like, hey, I know that guy. And I find myself going back and watching Blood In and Blood In, Blood Out, American History X, and seeing American History X, Ethan Suplee going from Randy on My Name Is Earl to this asshole skinhead. It's whoa.
He's have you seen him lately?
He lost weight big time.
He's ripped, dude. He's ripped.
He ain't Randy from Earl no more.
No, not anymore. I would love to see a My Name Is Earl reboot though, even if it's just for one season, and to keep him as the buff, have him Randy be all buff and
But he's still Randy.
He's still Randy. That would be. He'd still have to be Randy. I think that would be amazing.
We get the hey Earl, hey Crab Man.
Yeah, exactly.
I love that. They left that on a cliff. I hate them for that.
Yeah.
That season 4 ended. They just left us hanging.
Same, 100%. Yeah, I love that show. Man, it's such a good show.
Yes.
Do you have anything else you wanted to bring up real quick?
Some other games in August that I would like to bring up real fast. Madden NFL 25 on August 16th, which I've only played a couple, but I want to play that one too. Black Myth Wukong.
I don't know what that is.
We saw it at the Game Awards. I'll explain later.
Black Myth, which one's that?
Black Myth Wukong. It's like the Souls-like, but
oh yes, I remember that. That looks horrible. Just because it's going to give me nightmares. I won't be able to beat it. That's why. It looks great, but it looks horrible.
And then Star Wars Outlaws on August 30th.
Okay, what's that? It's Harry Potter. What?
Harry Potter Quidditch Champions in September.
Okay. Ooh, Ace Attorney Investigations Collection.
Ooh.
Okay.
And then Warhammer 40K.
Oh, the Funko game. Funko Fusion comes out September 13th. That one looks that's a whole other episode.
That looks a little too familiar, if you ask me.
It does, 100%. It looks cheap.
Did you guys ever try that Funko cereal?
No.
It was not good.
No.
It was horrible.
I never did. That's probably why I never did, because it sounded horrible. Anyways, y'all, let us know what y'all are looking forward to this summer. And I hope everyone out there has a great summer, has a wonderful summer, stays cool, stays safe. Go out there, succeed, live your dreams. It's going to be fun. There's going to be some, when we come back in September, October, I think it's going to be mid-September. We're coming back. We'll be back, like I said, with a bunch of new stuff and new stuff to talk about and everything. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a blast. Keep an eye out. There's going to be some new podcasts that I've been working on that's going to be starting soon. Or in like September, October. Very, very excited about that. That's going to be kind of a cool, it's kind of my step into the paranormal world doing podcasts, but also a mix of pop culture with the paranormal. So I'm really, really excited about that. So keep an eye out for that in October, mid-September or late September, early October. We got some really, really cool things in the pipeline. Can't wait to share it all with y'all. We got Rose City coming up. Like you said, Nolan's actually coming up here for that. So we're going to be able to hang out and do that. That'll be fun. Dude, you should come up for Emerald City next year.
I should. That's March, right?
That is March.
I can probably make that happen.
Yeah. So just
early March, late February.
Yeah.
I'll bypass WonderCon to go to Emerald City instead.
Yeah. No, absolutely, definitely. Yeah. So come on up, and everyone watching, come up to Emerald City Comic Con. You're gonna have a blast. Trust me. We'll be able to hang out. We'll make some videos. We'll have fun. We'll do some content for Pastrami Nation. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. We really, really appreciate y'all. Remember to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Check us out. Check out Pastrami Nation on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, and all that fun stuff. You can also find me, Kevin Hoskinson, or Kevin_Hoskinson on all of those sites as well. Jason, where can they find you? MySpace,
Friendster, Napster.
Exactly.
Something.
And something
you have to connect your phone to get to.
Yeah.
Remember those days, America Online?
Oh, yeah, I do. Well, thank you all for checking out the show. Thank you all for hanging out with us. And we will be back in a couple months with some new stuff. Until then, we will see you guys later.
Have a good summer, guys.
Have a good summer and take care of yourselves and each other. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.